raising up your hand or text in the chat. First question goes from Jordan. Congrats on the win. Were you surprised PSG opted away from playing other in game 3, which has been historically one of Maple's best champions? Even in the loss in game 2, it looked okay. Or do you think you guys pressured him into playing something else?
Was the question about Azir?
Were you
Okay.
surprised PSG opted away from playing Azir
Okay.
in game?
I wouldn't say I was super surprised. I mean, I thought he did good on Azir, but I think the matchup is a little bit harder against Orianna, and Azir versus Talia is a bit easier. So I guess maybe he just thought the matchup was a bit harder this time around, and probably thought he needed to try something else. So I expected him to pick another pick, yeah.
Next question goes to Independent.
Hey, Jensen, congrats on the win. Talk to me about the nerves of the team. It's the first time playing on an international stage with this team, especially have rookies in the bottom lane. How was like the nerves and stress affecting the team?
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a factor, especially in game 1. I think after the game, people were like, "Yeah, sorry, I was a bit nervous." And yeah, I mean, it's expected. I was the exact same when I first started out playing internationally. But nowadays, I'm kind of used to it. But yeah, it was expected, and I think it definitely like affected our game 1 a lot.
你好，这里是电竞虎。本次 MSI，你觉得自己在团队中的定位是什么？
So the question is, how would you evaluate on your own role or your function inside the team?
Good question. I think I'm kind of what makes this team more stable. I think very well-rounded. So if we want to play a certain way, like I'm very flexible and I kind of just do what's best for the team rather than like make the team play around me as much.
那我觉得我在团队里整个的一个作用应该是，我会是那个让整个团队变得更加稳定的人。我觉得我是一个比较全能的选手，我可能并没有说我特定的某一种的玩法，我可以变更加的灵活多变，然后来适配我们整个团队的一个需要。我很多的时候可能我会去做那个对于整个团队来讲更正确的选择，而不是说让我的团队可能围绕我来进行游戏，来围绕我来展开整个的比赛。
你好，这里是直播吧。作为95年的老将，在这个年纪是如何保持一个优秀的竞技状态的呢？
And Jensen, definitely you are the veteran for League of Legends. How did you manage to always maintain a very high level of performance on the international stage?
I think it helps a lot that I almost go to every international event because I think that's where you learn the most as a pro player, is especially playing against Chinese and Korean mid laners. So every time I went internationally, I felt like there was so much I could learn. And yeah, I mean, I think I've just been very addicted to League of Legends. So I've been studying the game a lot. And even though the game has changed a lot, I've always like kind of kept up with it. And yeah, I mean, so far my mechanics are still there. So yeah, I don't know. I think enjoyment is a big part as well.
那我确实觉得，可能我很多时候都会参与到国际大赛的比赛当中，很多时候都没有缺席国际大赛，确实帮助了我非常多。因为我一直都觉得国际赛事是我能够学习更多的一个地方，特别是可能和其他赛区，特别是 LPL、LCK 的中单，一起面对面打比赛，一起打游戏的话，我确实能够有非常非常多的地方可以借鉴和学习。而且我觉得我确实对这个游戏抱有非常大的一个热情，我还是会一直在钻研这个游戏，钻研版本。虽然说版本一直会改变，但我会一直紧跟版本，然后呢，尽可能的去提升自己。而且同时，我觉得我可能个人的一个操作和实力还是在那里的。而且我觉得非常重要的一点也是，我确实非常享受英雄联盟这个游戏。我觉得这些可能就是原因吧。
Next question goes to esports.gg. Congratulations on the win, Jensen. Were there any out of game advice or guidance that the more experienced top side give to your rookie bot duo before going on the stage?
Mainly thing was just, just after game 1, we should just be more comfortable and play the game the way we always play, because I think we were a bit shaky in game 1. But other than that, I don't think we really talk too much about anything. No, I think all the advice we've given in the past and in practice on mainly just game-related stuff.
Is there anyone having questions? Oh, last question goes to FD News.
Well, hi. Well, my question is about that you talk about the experience, and in this case of international stage, that you have two rookies in the team. Well, rookies at the international stage. How do you deal with the nerves that they already have with the first match of an international stage?
I think there's not really much to do in that case. I think it kind of just comes with experience. And I guess in a way, going into the playing stage is going to be very beneficial for us because I think I remember the same time when I first started out, I was very nervous, especially at international events. So I think we will just need some time to play on stage. And then I think we will hopefully be less nervous. It kind of just depends on person to person, right? Like some people will be more nervous than others. But I'm hoping that after today, we will all be more comfortable on stage and yeah, hoping for a good MSI run.
Okay, the last question goes to Ash Goyo.
Yeah, so when we talked after LCS finals at the press conference, you said, and the team generally said, that you guys wanted to use the time before plans and before MSI to clean up the mistakes you made in LCS finals. How do you think you've made progress towards that as a team after your performance today, especially?
I think we are more coordinated as a team. I mean, it's hard to say because I think the final was just us like individually not being as clutch and not being as connected as a team, but we've worked on being a bit more connected as a team. I think we still showed some parts in the series where we weren't all on the same page. So I think we still have some work to do. I think we're not a super consistent team in that sense. We are making more mistakes than other teams, but I think our ceiling as a team is also higher than like other teams. But I think we still need to work on being a bit more connected because today wasn't super clean. Maybe it was a bit because of nerfs as well, but we still have some work to do against better opponents. It will be much tougher.
Okay, this is a wrap for today's Jensen Scrum. Thank you, Jensen. Thank you, everyone.